Our story this morning is a new beginning. Leaf buds uncurl on bare branches, crocus tips poke through melting snow, woodchucks whistle, chickadees chirp, and dragonflies emerge from rivers and ponds. The long nights of winter shorten, and with more hours of sunlight, the weather warms. In the northern half of the world, winter gives way to spring. Robins wing their way back north, and animals give birth to their young. People prepare their fields and plant crops in the softening earth. As the bright sun returns, people open their windows to welcome warm breezes and clear out winter's dust. We pack away our bulky jackets and wear brightly colored clothes to match the fresh shades of spring. The days gradually grow longer, the nights shorter, until around March 21st, day and night are equal. On this day, the earth is tilted so that the sun is directly over the equator. This day is called the spring equinox, meaning equal night. Winter's over, spring begins. In many cultures' calendars, the spring equinox marks a new year, just as January 1 is the beginning of our calendar year. Long ago, the Chinese began celebrating the end of winter and a new beginning, spring. Today, the second new moon after the winter solstice still marks the Chinese New Year. Families clean their homes to sweep away traces of bad luck. On the 15th night, people parade with paper lanterns while fireworks fill the air. Children cheer as a long silk and paper dragon weaves its way down the street to the beat of a drum. The dragon's appearance is a way of wishing peace, fortune, and good luck to all during the coming year. Over 2,000 years ago, the people of India celebrated Holi at the beginning of spring to ensure good crops. In Hindu mythology, Holika was a demoness who burned in a fire. Now, during Holi, on the night of the full moon in March, the villagers light giant bonfires to represent the triumph of good over evil. The next morning, the mood changes from gloomy to jolly. People of all ages toss multicolored powder over each other and squirt toys with red-tinted water to spray anyone passing by. Many believe this was the origin of April Fool's Day, when people play tricks on one another. Maslenitsa, or Pancake Week, in Russia dates back 1,000 years. Families ate warm, round, golden pancakes that looked like the sun. The more butter they spread on each pancake, the hotter the sun was supposed to be during the coming summer. Today, families dance, sing songs, jingle bells, enjoy hot tea, and of course, eat pancakes. At night, bonfires are lit. Brightly dressed straw scarecrows representing Lady Maslenitsa are tossed into the fire. When Maslenitsa is over, spring begins. Almost 500 years ago, when the Cree Native Americans experienced long, hungry winters, berries, one of the first signs of spring, were an important sign of the warm season to come. They honored the first berries each year by placing them in a bowl, holding them high, and thanking the Great Spirit. The Jewish holiday of Passover celebrates a new beginning. Over 3,000 years ago, Hebrews were slaves in Egypt. After 400 years of slavery, they were finally freed. Each spring, on the first night of the 8-day holiday, families gather for a meal called a Seder. They eat special foods, sing songs, and retell the story of how they became free. Each year, on the day of the spring equinox, Ancient Saxons in Germany celebrated a festival for the goddess of springtime named Ustra. Her earthly symbol was a rabbit. Rabbits and eggs were symbols of rebirth. Many Anglo-Saxons in England dyed eggs by boiling them with flower petals and leaves. Brightly colored eggs represented the bright sun of springtime. At the same time that pagans celebrated their goddess of springtime, Ustra, Christians observed Jesus' new beginning when they believed he was raised from the dead. As more people became Christians, the name of their celebration changed from Ustra to Easter. On the first Sunday after the full moon, after the spring equinox, Christians celebrate Easter. Children find Easter baskets filled with chocolate rabbits and colorful eggs, still symbols of Easter. Today, families of all kinds celebrate spring as a time for new beginnings. They plant flowers and vegetables, play baseball, ride bikes, fly kites, have picnics, enjoy the return of warm days, and welcome spring, a new beginning.